Hi everyone, MJ here for another episode of MotoUSA TV. This week's show has the full spectrum from street to dirt and even some four-wheeled action for the ATV crowd. Our editors went to the East Coast and even the Far East to collect new stories and products and try out the newest bikes. First off, let's start close to home with the SoCal division and the largest test in the history of MotorcycleUSA.com. The USA crew doesn't screw around when it comes to shootout testing. The 2010 Superbike Smackdown is the biggest dogfight yet. We corralled over 1,200 horsepower in 8 different sport bikes to see which reigns supreme. First was the in-depth track evaluation. What's the story there, guys?
What's up, everybody? Steve Atlas here, and it's that time of year again, time for the Superbike Smackdown. Except for this year, it's bigger and better than ever. We got 8 bikes, including a brand new BMW, Aprilia, and KTM, along with the 4 usual suspects and Ducati's 1198S Special Edition. We took them to the track, as well as performance testing at El Toro Marine Base, all in the name of bringing you the best possible shootout.
As crazy fast as these bikes are, they still come with license plates, so we stepped away from the racetrack for real-world street riding. Those details will come out in part 2, but be sure to see all of the close course racing and top-notch videos and test notes online now. Bart Madsen gets the frequent flyer nod with a trip to Tokyo.
Bridgestone invited Motorcycle USA to its home soil in Japan for the release of its Battle Axe BTO23 tire. Replacing the BTO21, the new tire is designed to increase durability and wet performance. Featuring new tread design and compound, the BTO23 also adds a special GT spec for heavier sport touring rides. To test both versions, we did a street tour from Bridgestone's plant in Tochigi, Japan, to the Twin Ring Motegi circuit and back. We were also privileged to be the first journalists to ride at the company's exclusive proving grounds.
Bartson hit the sake and the karaoke mic, but for now we'll spare you those details and head back to America for the East Coast update. Cruiser editor Brian Harley used to call New Orleans home, but our resident V-twin lover is headed back to the Big Easy for all the action at Bike Week New Orleans. Let's see if we can get an update from Harley.
Hey MJ, what's up? We're here in New Orleans, the Big Easy. We're gonna do a little Bike Week New Orleans style. Lots of fun stuff on the schedule. Should be a little motorcycle parade heading by here shortly. We're at the Riverwalk Festival where all the vendors and Can-Am Spider test rides. Going to be live music here. Later on, we'll probably head over to the House of Blues where Broken Spoke Saloon is going to be set up. Tomorrow we're doing a little plantation poker run. Eagle Ride on New Orleans hooked us up with a nice Harley Davidson, so it's going to be fun times.
Looks great over there, but so much for sun-drenched California. Our off-road editor had quite the adventure on BMW's new R1200 GS.
And it got ugly. Well, we're in Yosemite riding BMW 1200 GSs, and it's beautiful in a really snowy kind of way. So hopefully we can get our hands thawed out here and get through this thing, because realistically it's sort of about survival at this point. But I guess I wouldn't want to be on any other kind of motorcycle if I got to do it on 2 wheels, so that's saying something.
Hildy's fingers thawed out enough to type up a first ride report on the new GS and GS Adventure. It's available online now. ATV riders are some of the most spoiled power sport enthusiasts. Even the so-called work vehicles like Honda's Rancher AT are packed with leading technology. High-tech or not, our guys threw on leather gloves and went out to see if it lived up to its name. They hauled hay, dodged patties, mended fence, and trail road, but the little Honda wasn't the one tired at the end of the day. Opposite the slow-paced ranch life, professional racing continues into spring with muddy off-road races and intense road racing battles. All that was left in Supercross last weekend was to sort out the West Coast Lights champion in Salt Lake City. Mother Nature didn't make it easy on Jake Weimer, but the Monster Pro Circuit Kawasaki rider held it together through rain and snow to claim his first title. This week, it's off to Sin City, and we guarantee what happens on the Vegas track won't stay there. The annual East-West Lights Shootout is all about bragging rights, and the winner won't be keeping their mouth shut. The torturous off-road endurance racing of Grand National Cross Country continues this weekend with dirt bike and ATV competition at the Yadkin Valley Stomp. Racers take on North Carolina mud in round 6, and the two-wheeled crowd needs to derail Josh Strang. The only thing better than popping bottles on a MotoGP is doing it at your home track. Just ask Jorge Lorenzo. The Fiat Yamaha rider chased down fellow Spaniard Dani Pedrosa to thrill the crowd with a late race battle. The World Superbike Championship rolls into Monza this weekend, where Leon Haslam and Max Biaggi are battling for the points lead, with Johnny Ray on the move with a double victory last round at Assen. Get your SBK fix and latest updates, as well as insider analysis throughout the weekend. That's it for this week on MotoUSA TV. Be sure to click on the links to my left to find out more information about our featured stories. We'll see you next week for another episode and more exciting motorcycle news.